relies heavily on making sure my angles are correct at several steps in the game. Here's the thing though, when I play Omo Plata, about half the time I'm actually looking for a submission. The other half of the time I went out from underneath these big guys trying to crush my open guard. And I had the opportunity to cut the corner just like we would on a takedown, right? I never shoot the double and stay straight in line, right? I shoot the double and I turn the corner, right? People that shoot doubles turn the corner. I just pull guard. But still turn the corner. You don't need to pull guard when you think about it. So it's all about the angle, right? So a lot of times I'm setting this Omo Plata position to turn the angle and get out from underneath the heavy guys crushing my open guard. And it opens up a lot of opportunities to take back. But don't throw away the ability to understand all the details to sink the Omo Plata and actually in submission and in the match with the submission. So we're going to talk through all those little details and we're going to like set them up, and you'll be surprised like once you start to kind of get a handle on what needs to happen, you can start to make some adjustments and you can even hit these a little bit more frequently. So, I've hit them against people I had no business hitting them against, which is, so they're out there, absolutely. So we're going to run through, partner stands up, and again, don't forget, even if the only thing you take away from tonight, if the only thing you take away is stepping on this arm to get my hips up and everything else goes to hell, I'm okay with that. Because you've learned a basic fundamental movement in jiu-jitsu. I've learned to get my hips up and elevate, and now I can do a lot of more advanced things. So, step, turn, bringing him down, driving, getting up over the top. So the first thing I have to do is I want this, for now, to remain in the pocket. If at any point I let this get out, the Omo Plata is blown and I have to start transitioning to something different, right? So as I'm moving, I want to keep this here. Because of that, as soon as I start breaking this down, I get my armpit up over his arm. So as soon as we hit the ground, before I do any manipulation on his upper arm, I want to set up, I'm controlling, I make sure that's still in the pocket, and now I'm getting over the top. And I'm reaching across the body and I'm just draping, right? Nothing too technical here yet. Now, I've got to break him down. Used to back in the day, we would try and fight this Omo Plata here and get it to set. He has far too much mobility and he can go up and down with his turtle, slide around. It's far too difficult. He's got too much, he can just externally rotate the arm and make life very difficult right from here. So I've got to break him down where we do with the rest of jiu-jitsu and take him off his base. Here's the thing, he's got his feet directly behind him. Clearly this is a bad choice. He's posted on his head. Straight forward's no good, and I don't have a ton of oomph in this direction. So my base has to get destroyed this way. Now, just stay where you are. When I come out of this all together, if I think about bringing Dan straight this way, my body's here, right? And the first thing we tend to do is start yanking Dan directly towards us, where his base is weak, and his base is weak. This is where I own the arm. The problem is, I own the arm and then I put my body right here. So a lot of times we're yanking on him, why won't he go anywhere? We're pulling him into the little chop that I set next to the table to hold it up, right? So I'm here, my legs are here, where the table leg is missing is here, right, in this corner. So what I need to do is bring him this way to actually affect the change in base. And I guarantee you, if you get to this Omo Plata position and you're struggling, and you're just yanking and nothing's happening, it's probably because you're trying to yank him through your body directly, laterally like this. So, when I go to hit my breakdown, I'm going to drive right towards his shoulder. It's pretty non-technical, right? It's kind of a dirty dog. I hate to say it because I hate to prove Joe right, but it's a little bit of a dirty dog, right? Just a second. So as I'm here and draped over, I'm reaching with this foot, keeping this hand draped, and now I'm just lifting my butt and I'm sliding this way and using my leg to drag his arm. And I'll go one more time, and now I feel him flatten, right? Oh, hey, no, that's good. So he pops back up. What do I do?
Dirty dog.
Ah, dirty dog again. Now my body weight drops across. Notice, where's his arm at? Still in my pocket. During all this transitions, I want it tight. I'm draped over to where he can't base up. You okay on the shoulder? And guys, be careful with your partners. Guys with dumb shoulders, this already starts to hurt.
Right? Nice to old guys.
Yeah, me. All those old guys, this starts to hurt. So I'm over him because I don't want him to roll away from me. Now, the next mistake we typically make is we try and set this Omo Plata because it's essentially just a Kimura with my legs, and we try and lean forward right now. And we've all seen this, right? We've all seen it in MMA matches. We've all probably done it. I leave the hand in my pocket and I lean forward. Well, here's the thing, his hand's still in my pocket. How much movement am I actually doing on the shoulder at this point? None, right? So now I take the hand out of its nice little secure pocket and I take a couple steps here. I'm here, my leg comes out for a couple reasons. One, this is gonna make it easier to move the arm, right? Can you guys see? If you can't, come on over, sorry. I don't know what way is gonna be best, just kind of scoot around. So I opened my leg and kept bringing it behind me to my hip because it's gonna be easier for me to manipulate the arm. The next thing that happens is I'm gonna grip the arm and I'm bringing it center line to my body because now I'm getting it into an uncomfortable position. It's pretty comfortable back here. As soon as I bring it up here on my center line, I control a lot of it. Before I even go forward, I wanna do one more thing. The shoulders, despite the fact that it's basically a little golf ball sitting on a golf tee, it's held in by some pretty stout muscles for their size. When it's seated on the little ball of cartilage that holds it off the joint, it's actually pretty stable in this position. So what I want to do is take the little ball off the tee and pull it to where the ligaments are exposed, and now I'm attacking the ligaments instead of the structure of the body. So to do that, I step one more time, and I'm dragging my hamstring straight out from him, and I'm trying to drag that humerus to where it pulls the humeral head out of the socket a little bit. So I'm here, and I know I've got it when I start seeing his head move. Right? So I go from a position where he feels pretty comfortable, it feels like his shoulder can take a lot, to I've expanded the shoulder and stretched it out. You can see Dan already getting ready to go here. Now with the hand in my midsection, my hamstring holding his humerus away from his body at 90 degrees, now I'm just gonna lean forward. And I should have my tap that quick. If all of my little angles are lined up properly, right? This is why the Omo Plata can be finicky for people, is because there's a lot of little things, if you want to effectively attack it, there's a lot of little things that need to line up. But if I have good position, I understand the drape, and I understand to keep his hand in my pocket, a lot of times, even against really good people, you can ride that position until you make the adjustments. But I have to know the adjustments, like, I can't fish for them, and I've got to understand what makes the Omo Plata work, which is why we're doing it. So one more time all the way through. Let me see if we can do this. We'll start this way. We got one that's in a different spot. Partner stands, always. Boom, go one hip up, one hip down. Ride. Working all my mechanics. I come over, ride my feet forward, hand goes in the pocket. I lean over, your partner should probably have base. If your partner falls over, that's okay. Continue on, understand that most people are gonna dig for base. I step, and I'm attacking the weak part, about a 45-degree angle from the shoulder. I'm doing my dirty dog, and that angle is breaking down. My lat goes right along his belt line, and now this foot steps behind. That lets me bring the hand out of the pocket and bring it right up to my center line. Once my hand is on my center line, I step and I drag with my femur until I see his head move. And now I know I've got the joint very, very stretched out and very vulnerable. And now, I use this back foot and just start leaning forward. Again, if the Omo Plata is properly set, you'll get taps that quick. Any questions? Awesome. Let's give it a try. If you feel like you're driving